Well, here, I'll take this American flag tee. Oh, no, I'm not. That's 7 inches long. Good God, America. All right, everybody, welcome back to Golf Test Dummy, the channel where I use my game to help your game. Ho-hum par here on hole 1. I'm going to do a little bit of a different video today, and I think it may be some different videos just moving forward in the future. So I'll show you the action out here on course, some of the shots. It's not going to be every shot, and I really want to answer the question that I've had from quite a few people now. Why am I making less golf content? Why do I have less videos out now? Let's go. So 6 years ago, when I started this channel, the golf YouTube world was quite a bit smaller. There were plenty of golf channels out, don't get me wrong, but the nature of content was really different, and there weren't quite as many. Now everybody and their mama's got a golf channel, and they're trying to just basically copy and paste what Good is doing, what Grant Horvat is doing, and what you end up with is basically a ton of the same stuff. I'm going to try and favor the left side on this a little bit. I always end up on the right side on this hole, short par 4. See if I can keep it more down the left. Yeah. Beautiful, right toward the cart path. This is a cart path only hole. Old people know what I'm talking about, so you don't have to walk all the way across. But what you end up with is a lot of the same stuff. And I'm really not interested in that at all. Since day one, I haven't been. I was trying to come up with something that people weren't doing. There's a lot of people reviewing golf clubs. There's a lot of people doing on-course vlogs. And there's a ton, an absolute metric ton of instruction out there that sent me down a bad path years ago. And I just felt like it was doing a lot of average amateur golfers like us a real disservice by complicating instruction, complicating the swing, filling our head with a lot of thoughts, taking away our ability to play decent on course. And I thought, that's my path. I really want to start looking at a simpler approach to playing golf, because let's face it, none of us have the time that PGA Tour pros have to dedicate to their games. And quite a bit of us do not have the skill or the physical ability to do what these people do on TV. We're gonna go for an artsy shot here. Bet you've never seen this on YouTube. But anyway, that's the path I started down. I thought, I'm gonna go through and find some of these outliers, some of these instructors that are off the beaten path. And I'm gonna try and spotlight what they do, but also I'm gonna try and test out what they do to see if this alternative method that they're showing people can actually be beneficial. So that's what I did. And I've become kind of disillusioned to YouTube golf a little bit for a while now. There's been multiple things that have contributed to that. One of which was what my wife went through in the past year and a half with her cancer. Kind of puts things in perspective, really prioritizes things for you real quick. It's certainly a part of it, but there's been plenty of other things too. You hear the term influencer a lot, golf influencer. For a long time, I wanted to be that. Turn in there, turn in. Good kick. The green's kind of blind. I might be a touch short. Didn't catch all that. It was a little bit thin. So what is an influencer? An influencer, once you get big enough in YouTube, is what people call you, because you're going to literally influence people to do something, watch something, buy something, be something. Oh, not the bunker. But anyway, that's really what it boils down to. They want to get you big enough to where you can start basically driving consumerism. And I've got nothing against that. I've got tons of sponsors that I've dealt with now for years who have been fantastic. Bonnet Gloves is one of them. Sunday Golf is another one. Sunday Golf's huge. Look at this. Got my Sunday Golf towel. Love this towel. And there'll be some codes some links down in the description that'll get you guys some discounts. But I've had tons of companies reach out and say, oh, you can make all this money. They want to give you commissions, and I've earned some commissions here and there. This stuff doesn't pay for itself. So you need a little bit of income from it. It's not my main source of income. I have a full-time job. A lot of times I'll end up telling these companies, I'm not really interested in the commissions. I just want you to give me the biggest discounts you can give me for my viewers, because ultimately, this wasn't about the money. I didn't start it for the money. What I hoped in the beginning is that I would make enough money off of this to pay for my golf, pay for my greens fees, if I needed new clubs or something like that, a few $100. That's really all I was looking to do, and I've done that. And I've done something with YouTube, not just golf, but just YouTube in general, that not many channels can say. Only about 1.5% of the channels can say that they've cracked the 10,000 subscriber mark. And I've done that with this channel, so it's been successful. But I got to admit, for a long time now, I have not really been that pumped about making YouTube videos, and I have zero desire to be a golf influencer anymore. At the end of the day, being a golf influencer is kind of like a popularity contest. It's got a lot to do with trying to learn the algorithm, find the cheat code. I'm gonna probably have to be in and out of this bunker a little bit, and try to figure out the secret formula, what people want to watch. And then once you do that, once you figure it out and you find a vein, having a hard time focusing on making the video and saying what I got to say and figuring out this tricky bunker shot. This is another reason I don't film as much, because I want to be able to come out here and play golf. But what you're trying to do is figure out what works, and then you try and put that on repeat. You try and do it over and over and over again. And that's not something I'm interested in, because that lacks serious creativity. I'm just going to try and get this out. This is not the best. Over the green. That's what I'm talking about. This is one of the things, because now, instead of focusing on what I'm doing, I'm out here trying to talk to you guys and have coherent thoughts, and I'm really costing myself the opportunity to enjoy my golf. There's a lot of people that come up with 5 or 6 different videos, and then they just put it on repeat. At that point, they're not interested in making new videos. They're not interested in coming up with something unique. YouTube does not really reward unique stuff in the beginning unless you're already a popular influencer. If you're already a popular influencer, you can put out whatever you want and people are going to watch it. But if you're trying to grow, creativity is not rewarded. Some years ago, my son had a dog. This dog's name was Bear. It was a fitting name. I had bought this red Flex Fit Jordan hat. I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan, always have been. And I came home one day and found out that Bear had chewed the whole button off the top of my hat. I was kind of heartbroken because it was a one-of-a-kind hat. It's hard to find. My birthday was this month, it's March. And for my birthday, my wife went through painstaking efforts to try and find me a new Jordan hat some years later. It was a really thoughtful gift. I really appreciate it. I'm wearing that out here today. You know, I get asked all the time about, why did you stop this method? Which method's your favorite? Which one helped you the most? Which one gave you the most distance? What am I doing wrong here? My grip just broke. What? That's never happened. It's so hard to help people without seeing their swing or being with them there in person. I know a lot of coaches are going to, man, that is on a weird, funky lie, video instruction. And these guys are pros. They do this all the time. See if I can hit this shot. Concentrate. Ah, that works, yes. All right. Got a chance to save my par. Those guys are pros. I'm not. But wait a minute, maybe I am. Maybe I am a pro in at least one sense of the word. People who get paid to play golf, or people who get paid to teach golf, they're pros. I make a little bit of money. It's not a lot at all. Sit you down here gingerly, adjust pitch, roll it forward. Now, while I'm trying to be Steven Spielberg, let me try and concentrate on making this little 5-foot putt here. So I guess in that sense, I am a pro. It's got to be right edge, if anything. But as with anything in life, you can have a coach, you can have somebody actually putting you in the positions, you know, moving your arms around while you're standing there. But at the end of the day, you've got to hit the shot. You're the one that's got to close it out. This hole is a pain in my ass. I don't hit fades. I can't hit fades on demand. I'm a draw player, and this hole screams fade. So I'm gonna try and cut one with this driver off of these trees. I don't use ball tracer because it's a pain. Tried that years ago as well. And I know that if you're doing course vlogs and you don't use shot tracer, everybody gives you a bunch of crap. Oh, we can't see your golf ball. You need shot tracer. That's gonna play just fine. Nice and high, maybe a baby fade. It's dead in the middle of the fairway. What is happening with my tees today? I'll take this American flag tee. Oh, no, I'm not. That's 7 inches long. Good God, America. Standing on that last tee box before I turned the camera on and before I hit my shot, I heard the guys behind me, some older guys. One of them mentioned Tom Segudo. He said, I'm trying to keep my elbow in. You ever hear that guy, Tom Segudo, down in South Carolina? And he goes, yeah, that name sounds familiar. And it just goes to show that even with a channel as big as Tom Segudo's, and his is not the biggest golf channel, but even with a channel that big, there's still tons of people that are just now hearing about him, even though he's been putting out great content for years. Shout out to Tom Segudo. And then the other guy said, yeah, I've been watching that other guy, that Grant Hovat. There's an R. There's an R. How do you miss the R? It's Grant Horvat. I mentioned him earlier in the video. It's funny that somebody's talking about him today. I'll tell you, the content that I absolutely love to watch, I think, doesn't have enough subscribers, doesn't get enough views, and this guy and his crew are just excellent. That's Eric Anders Lang, Adventures in Golf. Man, if you want to see some excellent, well-produced, well-thought-out, professionally done, thoughtful, insightful, fun, just all-around fantastic golf content, go check them out. All right, this is the result of my drive. I'm dead in the middle. Gonna hit a 60 here, which I don't normally do from this yardage. I've got about 85 yards. I would normally hit a partial 54 here, but I got to get over this bunker and stop it fairly quick. So I'm going to do something I don't normally do, get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I'm going to hit a 60. The lie's okay. It's a little downhill. It's going to be a little tricky. There is a chance for some disaster on this, but I'm going to trust it. Little pull left. It's okay. Right on the green, good distance. Leaves myself a nice little birdie putt. It's longer than I wanted, but that's the miss. Don't want to miss right. It's the 6th anniversary of the channel. Trying to do something a little bit different. Hope you guys are enjoying it. There's a lot of people that have told me over the years that I talk way too much. And I don't know, it's like you just want to see a bunch of shots get hit. If you want to see that, you know, go watch one of these channels that puts together, 18 holes in 3 minutes where all they show you is shots and they don't talk. What else do you want? I don't get that. You turn on a video and you're trying to get somebody's thoughts and somebody's ideas, and then you complain they talk too much. All right, so this is a fairly straight putt. It's a little bit up the hill. Man, I would love for this to go in. I haven't made any birdies all day. I could use them because I've had a couple of holes that really cost me. When I got there, I'm thinking about, I'm not even thinking about golf. I'm not even thinking about a putt. Let me shut up. I'm not even thinking about golf. That's what I'm talking about. It costs you. I don't know how many strokes it cost me to film. And not that that would have gone in, but I wouldn't have had a 4 or 5 footer knee knocker left if I hadn't have been filming. I at least gave away the opportunity to put a good putt on it and give it a good run for birdie because I'm filming. I told you guys I wasn't going to show you every shot, but there's a complete hole, start to finish. I forgot to mark this on my golf pad app. Let me go back to where I put it from and switch this camera. Using your phone for 2 things and trying to play golf, it's a lot. That's why these bigger channels, the better channels, they have people who run the camera, people who are in charge of the sound, people who do their thumbnails, people who edit the videos. I am just me. I make the thumbnails. I come up with the ideas for the videos, which granted are probably kind of like this, not that great all the time. I film it all, I edit it all. I have to go through and put up all the descriptions. It's quite a bit. So in year 6, I know that I have not put out as much content and it's kind of fallen away, but hopefully, you know, you guys can understand that for me, I really want to focus on my golf now and enjoy these times. When I finish playing this round today, I have no idea if I'll ever play golf again. None of us do. If there's something to take away from this particular video, take this with you. You never know when your last round of golf is going to be. And it may not be a great round today. But make sure that you've put in your best effort and you've tried your absolute best and that you've enjoyed the round. Make sure you've done those things and let the scores fall where they may. I'm going to end it on that. Try and hit this tee shot on my hole 12. I want to play good the rest of the round, so I got to put you guys away and put my golf hat back on. Appreciate everybody over the 6 years. Thank you so much for subscribing. All the thumbs up, all the comments, all the positivity, all the interaction. Every one of you out there, thanks so much for 6 years. See you next time.